Hey everybody, we're out walking. We hadn't took y'all walking in a while, so we thought we would take you walking with us today. It's getting a little cool out here. The sun, let me blind y'all for a minute. See that pretty sun through there? Sun's going down. And I've been out doing errands. I got soil for my raised bed where I'm going to plant my potatoes, and I got the soil put in there. I gassed my car up. I put windshield washer fluid in my car. I went to Goodwill because it's Monday, y'all, because you get a senior discount, and I checked out and got away from there and didn't even tell that boy to give me my discount. They won't give it to me unless I show them my driver's license because they don't think I'm old enough to get it, which is I know a good compliment, y'all, but darn it, I went up there today to get my discount and forgot to tell them. But I put a bunch of leaves in here in my soil, and I've been putting fermented coffee grounds and banana peels and avocados and all kinds of good stuff to get that soil ready to grow me some potatoes. And those are the rest of my containers, y'all. But I did that today, and I got the girls some chicken feed, and we got that out. Y'all, I got stuff. Look, that's lettuce coming up from where I had it planted a while back, and carrots, onions. There's mustard greens coming up over in this basket. See those little green spots? That's mustard greens. I guess where it's seeded, or either the roots never died and it's coming back up. Brinley is like a sled dog. I may build me a sled and put me some lawnmower tires on it, or wagon tires, and let her pull me when I get older. Brinley, baby, you can't even breathe. Stop pulling. We're walking. Y'all, she was so happy I was home. She hates it when I leave her. But it's my fault, I guess. But I mean, I'm home all the time. So when I have to leave, she don't understand. That's why I'm looking for another small dog, so she'll have company. And I don't feel so darn guilty about leaving her. But we're back down at the creek. Imagine that. Now, why would I come down here? We've only been here a million times. But the last time the water got up, look, it busted some of those trees. Y'all remember that was a real, maybe a foot wide spot. And look how wide that is now. It's pushing them logs around. So we'll get a good rain in the spring. I'm hoping that'll move the rest of that over. Y'all, I'm sorry this is jumping everywhere, but she is, I mean, let me tell you, 16 pounds pulling hard as she can really pull you around. She's getting after it. Come on, baby, we going this way. And then I'm trying to hold the camera still, and she's working me over, y'all, on the other side. But I want to cut this trail. My land goes way, way back there, and I want to cut this trail. That might be Mr. Billy's next project. Cut this trail so I can go all the way to the end. I think that'll be awesome. I think I'll enjoy that. And I can get out here and do a lot of it. A lot of it is just picking up limbs and taking the leaf blower and getting the leaves out of the way. But there might be a few things that needs to be cut. He's got his chainsaw, and Felipe's gonna come burn all that up for me. He's just gonna wait for a day that the wind's not blowing, and he's gonna clean all that up for me. And y'all, when I get that cleaned up, I'll be able to build another fence back here to have more room for my birds, or have other animals, or whatever I choose to put back here. I see one of the see one of the chickens. She's in the leaves right there. Oh, she sees Brindley. She's gonna take off. They're up in those woods. They're up in there digging in those. There's Big Boy. There, and the duck. You hear the duck. Okay, y'all, we're gonna get back to walking. I can't walk still very fast. My heel was so much better, and y'all, I about figured out it's a pair of shoes I'm wearing. I think my foot slides. I think my heel slides in those shoes, and I wore them for a little bit yesterday, and I got up this morning, my foot was sore. So I'm not gonna wear those shoes anymore, and see if that helps. I'll show y'all this. Oh my gosh, see all that green? Those are my daylilies and amaryllis. Well, I would zoom in if I didn't have this 100-pound pit bulldog over here pulling me. Those are my amaryllis coming up, y'all. Those were my daddy's bulbs. And these are daylilies and other kind of lilies over here. All this creek bank, the whole creek bank, y'all, is planted in flowers. I planted them last year when I moved over here. So I'm hoping they all come up. And last year, oh, this area was beautiful. Banana trees, and that's my, y'all, I apologize. That little tree right there, that's my weeping willow. I took a cutting off my sister's, and I'm glad I did, because her lawn boy killed hers. He took the weed eater, because a weeping willow, you know, has all the branches that come down to the ground. And when he mowed, that annoyed him. And he took the weed eater, y'all, and tore that tree up, and it died. He cut all them limbs off, and it died. And that is my aunt's that passed away. That is her Shasta daisy coming up. She gave me a cutting, and when I moved over here, y'all, I bought pieces of all my flowers. I bought a lot of flowers over here, but see, there's my oh goodness, swamp sunflower. It's like giant. It's a giant. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm losing my voice. It's like a giant. I don't know how tall it gets, but it's huge, and I'm hoping it blooms this year, but it did make it. And daylilies, and I don't know what color they are. My stepsister gave me tons of those because she has a bunch at her new house. And these are my apple trees. And I have pear trees back there and fig trees. That's two of my apple trees up front. And my maple tree's living. Y'all, I'm sorry. There's something that's really getting to me. Probably. There it is. That's my maple tree. And y'all, it's budding out. I probably can't get zoomed in, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to show y'all. Anyway, those little knobby things, that y'all, little buttons y'all see on there, that's the bud. So y'all, springtime's fixing to pop around here. And that ugly looking little stump is a giant upright purple stemmed elephant ear, and it is beautiful, and I sure hope it survived this winter. Because y'all, I will have some pretty flowers to show y'all. I promise I will, because I moved over here July weekend. And in the spring, I knew I was going to move, and I started moving all my flowers over here. This lot was just growed up nothing. And I've got everything planted, but this whole area right here that y'all see right here, that'll be full of flowers. Y'all take note how barren that is, because that is a beautiful, beautiful flower bed. Early summer, late spring and early summer. What I was going to say, the reason why I'm clearing my throat, where those people are burning that tree up here, y'all, that irritates my breathing. and it gets my asthma to flaring up, and you probably hear me breathing hard, and I apologize, but I feel myself gasping for air, and that mucus builds up, and I have to cough it and get it out, and it's from that smoke. I can't breathe. Y'all, I can't breathe smoke. It's bad business for me. It irritates my bronchial tubes. Now, my lungs were healthy last time they did a test, but my bronchial tubes are not in good shape. I have a lot of scarring from pneumonia a lot, and secondhand smoke. Everybody in my family smoked in the house when I was growing up, and that scars, leaves scars, y'all, on the people that breathe it. You know, my mom and daddy and grandma and all my aunts and uncles, and both of my brothers smoked at a young age, and my sister smoked for a while till she got pregnant with one of her girls, and then she quit. But y'all see that big old tree they burning? Now, it ain't smoking real bad right now. I couldn't walk up here earlier for the smoke going across the road, and I couldn't walk up here yesterday for the smoke going across the road. Y'all, Brindley will go in and pass out as much as she pulls. I have done everything in the world to make her not do that. I've watched every video on YouTube, and nothing seems to work till she starts getting real tired. And if we walk long enough and she gets tired, she'll quit. She'll walk normal. And if I'm not holding this camera and can hold another part of the leash, I can put tension on this leash that keeps her from doing it as bad. But I'm holding the phone with my right hand, and I'm holding her with my left hand. And here comes a car, so let me get out of the road. Thank goodness they slowed down, because there wasn't much place to go but down in that ditch. Whew. I've been watching for the owls. Y'all, the owls should be coming out soon. I love watching the owls. Oh, they scare me sometimes when the babies come out of the nest. The babies are just like a toddler. They're just kind of wobbly and fly all over. And one night I come home late, and there was a couple of baby owls that had been out, in the yard. I'd been watching them. I wasn't paying no attention that they was there. I went in the house, forgot something in the car, y'all, and went back out to the car. And that little old owl was trying to fly to another tree, and he didn't have his flying license yet. And I thought he was going to take the top of my head off, y'all. I fell on the ground. Lord have mercy, I'll never forget it. I laughed so hard. I mean, as soon as I dropped, I realized what it was. And the poor little thing caught a branch in a little crepe myrtle tree right by where I was. And you know how they turn their head. And he sat there, or she sat there. Turn that head and turn that head. Y'all looking at me. And I just stood there and laughed. Of course, I went and got the camera and was trying to video it. By the time I got back, he flew off. But I'll never forget that. I don't think he was coming at me on purpose, like to attack me. I think he just wasn't flying good, and he was trying to catch that crepe myrtle leaf, and I just happened to be in the path. But at first, I wasn't sure what was going on. But the annoying thing about them is the little screech that they make, because they want mama, daddy to bring them some food. And let me tell y'all, they do that for weeks. And it is a haunting sound to me. I don't really care for that sound. And when I first started hearing it years ago out here, I couldn't figure out what it was. So I kept asking people and looking up on YouTube and Googling different bird sounds and different animal sounds. And I finally found a video that somebody made And I showed it to my sister, and she's like, yep, I think that's what it is. But that owl came down one day. We was watching it from my sister's kitchen window, the trees at the back of her house. Well, we were watching the squirrels. Actually, it's what we were doing, watching the squirrels. And that owl came down, y'all, and snatched that squirrel off the tree. And my cousin was living with my sister. And let me tell you, she wasn't right. She was not right after that. That got off with her so bad, she didn't know what to do. I kept telling her, it's a circle of life. The owl was hungry and the squirrel was out. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I see that smoking up again over there. Oh, I'll be glad when all that's burned up. I know they will too, because that's a big old tree, y'all. They're having trouble piling it up. They don't have a tractor or nothing. I guess they just trying to roll it up and burn it. If they could roll some of the pieces over there on that one piece, that'd be a good fire this evening. That'd burn good. I guess they ain't got no way to roll it over there. See, if that was me, I'd grab the end of that log and I'd flip it. I'm telling y'all, I've done that many a times, burning windrow up. Not having no tools or nothing. Every time I move somewhere, I have to clean land. And I do it by hand, the old-fashioned way. Machetes, and that's why I have 4 machetes. We was talking about that yesterday in a video. That's why I have 4 machetes. Because I have cleaned a lot of brush with a machete. Probably why my shoulders bother me. That's a hard work, y'all. But I've done it. But I cleaned a whole field one time when I was married to my son's dad. They had it cut. We had the timber cut, and it was windrows. If my mom and daddy was here, they could tell you. They've sat in the lawn chair many days while I would be cleaning that up by hand. Rolling them logs over and over and over. Because he promised me he'd build me a house over there. Well, that didn't happen. So, you know, me being the good, loyal wife, I was doing my part. And I would take my son to school, and y'all, there goes the crane. And I can't zoom in on it. Y'all probably can't see it, but if y'all see a white speck in the sky, that's what it was. Must be going back to that other lake back there. There's a lake over this way, and there's a lake back that way. And that's why he stops in the creek over here in between, I think, and gets the little fish and crawfish. But anyway, well, I've about talked myself out and about out of breath. I know y'all hear me struggling. I'm telling y'all, that smoke is rough on me. But as soon as they get it burned up, it'll be good for me and good for them. And I'm going to walk up this hill one more time. I keep thinking Miss Brindley will get tired. But we didn't get to walk very much yesterday because I had done all that other work and I was just tired. So I'm trying to walk her a little longer today. We usually walk one of the walks, at least a mile, sometimes 2. But sometimes we walk twice or 3 times, depending on the day and what I'm doing. Because she loves to walk and I do too. And if I ain't got much else to do, I get out and just walk. It's good for my mind, y'all. But I see y'all been watching my videos, and I appreciate that. And I do have ideas for videos. It's just going to take time getting them done. And the weather's got to change, and a few things, and we'll get something else done besides what y'all been seeing. Although I'm sure I'll keep doing what I've been doing also. But like I've said before, I don't want it to be just about one thing. I don't just do one thing. I do a lot of things. And I'll be back fishing, and we'll have fishing videos, and we'll have garden videos. And when the flowers start blooming, we'll go to the azalea trails and all the pretty places, pretty rides when the spring flowers are coming out. And I think I'm going to go to the zoo one day. And there's a lot of stuff. The weather's getting nice around here, and there'll be more things to see and do. There'll be activities downtown, live music and different things. Of course, we can't video music, but there'll be other things when that's down there that we can look at. And there's a lot of stuff I can video, y'all, but everywhere I want to go, there's music in there. Everything I thought to do, there's music in the building. And I can't figure out how to block the music out just on my phone, because I don't have a system for editing or anything like that. There was a whole bunch of birds over here. I think I scared them off. I was going to show y'all the birds over by the feeder, but Brindley jumping around, I think she scared them. There's my new sign I was telling y'all about. Felipe put up. See my gates right there? I don't want people leaving the gate open because Brindley might be around there in the back. And I'm going to put grass in here, St. Augustine grass, as soon as they get some in at the supply. And all that around the fence was a flower bed I started last year, so I'm going to be working on that too. I got a lot of projects, and we got to get this grass out here fertilized. And y'all, look at this. I was showing Felipe yesterday. Y'all, look at this St. Augustine. That is green grass coming up, and this is January. Now, the ground is supposed to be warm. That is my St. Augustine grass coming out, y'all. This yard is solid in St. Augustine. I worked real hard on it last year.
Time 36 minutes 8 seconds. Total distance 1.0 miles. Average pace 36 minutes 8 seconds per mile. Split pace 36 minutes 8 seconds per mile.
Stop it. Stop. The neighbor's walking, and she's sorry about that. That was my app telling me how far I went. See, we went a mile. We didn't go very fast, but we sure went. But y'all, I'm gonna end this video, and I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for praying for me and my family. Thanks for supporting my channel. I play a lot of y'all's videos on replay every day. I've had 2 TVs going all day since I got up this morning. And I've done that for the last 3 or 4 days. And I haven't even been in the house. And I just play y'all's videos over and over and over to help y'all out. I believe in sowing good seeds. And so I do play. And anybody that's listening to this, you don't have to watch somebody's videos. As long as you play them, they get credit for it. And a lot of people don't know that. You can just pull them up and click play all, and it'll play everything they have on their channel. Okay, y'all, be blessed, and don't forget to say your prayers, and I appreciate y'all so much.